Though, and we back talking sports. So we got Warriors talk. I was just looking for stuff, and I found this. So it says retooling the Golden State Warriors in the smartest possible way for the 2024-2025 season. Warriors can retool and create a super team in the smartest possible way this summer. Okay, so it says the Golden State Warriors suffered a disappointing season, finishing with the 10th seed in the Western Conference and missing the playoffs after a play-in defeat to the Sacramento Kings. Despite Stephen Curry averaging 26.4 points per game on 40.8% shooting from three, the Warriors are a shell of their former selves and desperately need to retool their roster to save their dynasty. In the smartest way possible, the Warriors can make moves to have a bona fide super team to become favorites in the 2024-2025 season. Chris Paul gets waived. I agree with that 100%. Love Chris Paul, but he got 1 or 2 years. He really should retire. He's not going to win no championship. Love Chris Paul, but we got to get a lot younger. Chris Paul is a future Hall of Famer, one of the greatest point guards of all time. However, that isn't the case as he approaches 40 years old towards the end of next season. Paul averaged 9.2 points and 6.8 assists per game on 37.1% from three in 26.4 minutes per game off the bench, but he struggled to stay healthy and appeared in only 58 games. Playing Paul $30.8 million next season is obviously not the best way to keep the Warriors dynasty going strong, but there is a way out for the franchise. The veteran point guard $30.8 million contract becomes guaranteed on June 28th. This gives Golden State several options. They can use the expiring salary in the trade, guarantee the contract and keep the player, waive the contract, allow the player to enter free agency, or mutually agree to push the guaranteed date back. So basically, the 28th, his contract is guaranteed. They can do something before then, or they can push the guaranteed date back if they can't find anything. It is more likely that Chris Paul will get waived, meaning the Warriors will make room for themselves and focus on creating the super team around. They don't have to create a super team, bro. They just have to create a better team. Chris Paul might be going for the final season of his career, and the Warriors want to extend their championship window a little longer than that. The Warriors land Karl Anthony Towns in blockbuster trade. I'm iffy on this. It'll be a great addition to us. It'll be a great addition, though. Excuse me. Karl Anthony Towns had a terrific run with the Minnesota Timberwolves this season, but playing second and sometimes third fiddle to Anthony Edwards and even Naz Reid means a change of scenery could be welcome. Trade details. The Golden State Warriors receive Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota receives Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, Kevon Looney, Trace Jackson Davis, 2025 first round pick, 2027 first round pick. This is too much. No. First of all, this is too much, bro. And I'm okay with giving all of these guys up except for Trace Jackson Davis and Jonathan Kuminga. I'm not trying to give them up, bro. No, I'm not trying to give Trace Jackson Davis up or Jonathan Kuminga. The rest of these dudes, the rest of them you can have, bro. But not Trace Jackson Davis and Jonathan Kuminga. You can get Looney. I mean, not Looney. You can get well, it seems like they're trying to give us Jimmy Butler too. So I will understand if we can get Jimmy Butler too, but I don't see how that could happen. In addition to Karl Anthony Towns to Golden State Warriors could be a game changer. Towns is an elite big man with exceptional shooting range, versatility, and ability to stretch the floor. Teaming up with Steph Curry, Towns will form a formidable pick and pop duo, creating this unprecedented spacing and three-point shooting. This season, Towns posted 21.8 points and 8.3 rebounds per game on 41.6 shooting from three as one of the best shooting big men of all time. Curry's unmatched gravity on the perimeter would open up numerous opportunities for Towns, and the latter would be the most skilled big man Curry has ever played with. Towns' presence would alleviate some of the scoring burden from Curry, providing another go-to option who can create his own shot and dominate inside and out. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, this trade represents a significant reshaping of their roster. Jonathan Kuminga brings a wealth of promise and all-around talent to a young Timberwolves team and could elevate the Western Conference finalists with his athleticism. His ability to anchor a defense and grow with young players like Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels would be invaluable. Andrew Wiggins' return to Minnesota marks a homecoming for Trey Jackson-Davis, the promising rookie, adds another layer of potential to Timberwolves front court, while Kevon Looney adds Minnesota size. The Warriors shocked the world and acquired Jimmy Butler. The next step is to target one of the best two-way players of his generation, Jimmy Butler, in one of the most shocking trades in NBA history. Golden State receives Jimmy Butler. Miami Heat receives Klay Thompson, Brandon Podziemski, Gary Payton, second-round pick, 2026 second-round pick. I don't know about this one, bro. These trades is too much for Jimmy Butler. This is too much, bro. We basically getting rid of all our young pieces, bro. I'm not trying to get rid of Jonathan Kuminga or Trayce Jackson-Davis. That's like a damn near fact. Trayce Jackson-Davis and Jonathan Kuminga, no dice. No dice. But if this was to happen, I wouldn't be mad, but I'll be like, I don't know. Jimmy Butler can't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? If he can stay healthy, shit, we A1. We A1 to go. We A1 to go. With Thompson gone, the Warriors can focus their efforts on surrounding Stephen Curry with the best possible players who can defend, hit shots, and play elite winning basketball to save the dynasty. While Thompson placed in the Hall of Fame is solidifying, Warriors fans will miss one half of the Splash Brothers. Time goes on, and moving on is usually the best case for NBA players looking for the last big contract before retirement. Meanwhile, Thompson would be a perfect player for the Miami Heat with a chance to still play for a title contender in another big market alongside stars Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. He's averaged 17.9 points per game on 38.7% from the three this season, showing he can still stroke the ball. No Diddy. Brandon Podziemski also gets his chance to develop in a long-term starter at point guard. We're not getting rid of him either. And Miami's core is still set up for success. However, the biggest winners in the deal are the Golden State Warriors. Jimmy Butler's time in Miami could be up following Pat Riley's comments on his star player earlier in the season. Social media is on fire with every rumor about Butler potentially joining Golden State, which is why a trade is perfectly possible. Butler's arrival would bring a new layer of toughness, defensive intensity, and scoring ability to an already talented team. With his elite two-way play, Butler would add a competitive edge with perfectly aligns with the Warriors' championship aspirations. Pairing with Stephen Curry and Karl Anthony Towns would create a formidable trio capable of challenging any title contender, including the Boston Celtics, Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Milwaukee Bucks. Draymond Green's presence make this fitting even better because he shares the same playing style and mentality that Butler has. I agree with that for sure. Jimmy Butler and Draymond will anchor our defense. And Steph and Karl Anthony Towns would anchor our offense. So free agent signings. With a new big three in place and Kevon Looney still assuming his spot at the starting center position, the Warriors will look towards the free agent market to look for shooting guard positions and also fill out their bench. With three players on max deals, the Warriors will look for veteran minimums and players looking to take a pay cut to compete for a championship. Cameron Payne, a dynamic point guard. I agree with that. Cameron Payne would be nice for us. Alec Burks. I don't know who City Osman is. I really don't know what that is. Keep Dario Saric. I actually like him. Bobo. Yeah. Bobo would be nice for us. So this would be the team that they trying to put together. Starters: Stephen Curry, Moses Moody, Jimmy Butler, Draymond, and Karl Anthony Towns. Bench: Cameron Payne, Alec Burks, C.D. Osman, Gordon Hayward, Guy Santos, Dario Saric, Bol Bol. That's a nice squad. That starter is a nice squad too. Moses Moody can shoot and he can defend. So can Jimmy Butler is a 20-point per game scorer. Karl Anthony Towns will be the best big man we've ever had. Yeah, this could work. This could work. But I really don't want to give up Kuminga or Trace Jackson Davis. If we can find some other way, like, you know what I'm saying, if we could find some other way to get them, personally, bro, we could do without Jimmy Butler and keep Jonathan Kuminga. Personally, we can do without Jimmy Butler and keep Jonathan Kuminga. You know what I'm saying? We can keep Jonathan Kuminga and do without Jimmy Butler. For real, for real. Keep Jonathan Kuminga and Trace Jackson Davis, and we still could probably win the championship. That's how I feel. But if this was to happen, shit, I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. So this is retooling the Golden State Warriors to become a title favorite. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This has been Who is Hendo. I'm out. Peace.